I was 18, and so were most of the people I was having lunch with this day, early in 1986. I'd never met any of them, nor heard of any of them. How strange it is to write that now, looking back at what came next. For them, not me, I should note. One of my lunch companions went on to sell tens of millions of records, and is now so famous she is in that rare celebrity territory that lends its name to things like wines and perfumes. I'm looking at you, Kylie Minogue. Another guest that day went on to star in Oscar-nominated films, win an Emmy and other peak acting trophies in a critically acclaimed career, Guy Pearce. Another of the teenagers had a brief but stratospheric career in pop music and on stage that saw him conquer the charts and London's West End. At lunch that day, Jason Donovan, he was the only one who suggested even a vague familiarity, by virtue of his parents both being famous TV personalities in Australia. And me. Well, I'm the schmo who gets to write about it now, with a mix of nostalgia and awe that such wondrous career paths can lie in wait for people who, at the time, were remarkably unmemorable. I mean this not as an insult to Kylie, Guy and Jason, they were charming lunch companions and perfectly nice in every way. But future fame and glory does not always suggest itself in teenage faces and forms. Perhaps sometimes, but not always. Talent and charisma play a part. But so does an enormous amount of luck, and I'm confident all of them would admit they've had plenty of that since that humble lunch in Melbourne in 1986. You are no doubt asking by now, why is he banging on about a meal nearly 4 decades past? Indulge me. It's because that was a lunch that heralded the start of something special not just for the future superstars gathered around the table, but for my hometown of Melbourne. The occasion that day was the launch of the Australian soap opera, Neighbours, or more precisely, the relaunch. A little-known fact lost in the mists of soap opera time is that Neighbours initially was a dud. It ran for a solitary year on one Australian TV network before being axed. Taking a gamble, another network picked up the program, cast a bunch of unknown teenagers in leading roles, and relaunched it. Nobody expected much from it. It was creakingly banal, a sudsy drama set in Melbourne's epically dull suburbia, with production values that had you wondering if the set might be about to collapse on the cast.